Hey gang, Carl White here, and you are listening to Loan Officer Freedom, number one podcast in the world today. Uh, and thanks to you guys. Thanks for you guys and gals for leaving the great reviews. That helps drive the traffic, and I sincerely appreciate that. So thanks so much for doing that. I really appreciate that. Whatever platform you're on, if you just leave us a quick review, I would sincerely appreciate it. So, all right. On the last episode, we talked about that most loan officers don't need more leads. They don't need more relationships. They just need to cultivate and follow up on the ones that they're on, the ones they already have. And basically, we gave the old scenario that we used to say in the South, as a raised on a farm. Don't go buy more cows until you milk the cows that you already have. So if you haven't listened to part one of this, make sure you do. On part two, I want to talk a little bit more about like the follow up, right? Because that's really the issue that most loan officers have. Again, we talked about that most people, they don't need to talk to more people. They need to talk more to the people that they already have, right? Because and it's all about follow up, because follow up is where leads and relationships go to die. I mean, that might sound a little harsh, but it's true. A lot of leads don't die because the consumer wasn't interested. They die because the follow up wasn't fast enough, strong enough, clear enough, or long enough. So many loan officers, they follow up once or twice, they don't get a response, and then mentally mark that lead as dead. But understand that the silence doesn't always mean no. Sometimes silence, I know for myself, sometimes I go silent on people that are, I'm looking to buy something from or invest in. And sometimes silence, it doesn't mean no. Sometimes it just means that, hey, I'm busy. They're busy. Sometimes in the past, silence means they're confused or scared, or maybe they're talking to somebody else. So, or they don't understand what the next step is because that hasn't been made clear. Sometimes silence means they simply need leadership. Now, of course, some people aren't going to move forward, and that's fine, right? It's just a numbers game. But we don't want to be losing people simply because we didn't follow up properly. So, better follow up has a few things. So, better follow up is fast, it uses multiple channels like the phone, text, email, video where appropriate. It's got a very clear next step. Here's your next step. It uses simple language. This is not the time to show off your thesaurus language, right? Use simple language. It gives the person a reason to respond. What do you mean by that, Carl? Look, a simple text like, "Hey, just want to make sure I didn't drop the ball on my end. Are you still thinking about moving forward? Has something changed?" Simple text like that. That's not pushy. It's not weird. It's not high pressure. It's just clear, right? It gives them an easy way to respond. Or you could say, "Hey, I know life gets busy. Should I keep this on my radar for you, or is this something that you want to revisit later?" Again, simple, right? But you have to actually do it. And this is where systems matter, because if you're relying on memory, if I'm relying on memory, I'm in serious trouble, right? If your follow up system is a sticky note or a legal pad and good intentions, you're probably leaking opportunities, right? Good intentions are not a CRM, right? Good intentions are not a follow up plan. Good intentions don't remind you to call somebody 6 times over the next 3 weeks. So before you say, "Hey, I need more leads," ask yourself, what happened to the leads that I already had? Did I call fast enough? Did I text? Did I email? Did I leave a voicemail? Did I keep going forward? Did I give a clear next step? Did I track the outcome? Did I really follow up, or did I just kind of check the box? Right? That's an important question, because if your follow up is weak, more leads just gives you more people to under follow up with, and that's not what you want. So on the follow up, a big piece of it is tracking. So let's talk about tracking for a second. I mean, tracking is a really biggie. So most loan officers cannot actually tell you what happened in their business last month, right? They might know how many loans they closed, they might know how much volume they did, but they usually don't know the activity numbers that created those results. How many leads did you receive? Where'd those leads come from? How many did you actually speak to? How many converted? Who referred them? How many were referred? How many agent meetings did you have? How many past clients did you contact? How many referral requests did you make? How many pre-approved buyers did you follow up with? How many conversations did you have that could lead to business? A lot of us don't know these things, so they just guess. And guessed at business usually, they just stay stuck, right? That's why I always say what isn't measured is usually gets guessed at, right? And guessed at business, people that do that, like they just guessing, it's just, I know when I did it, I just stayed stuck. I didn't improve. And understand that I know when I first started doing it, I was thinking that like tracking is a punishment, right? Tracking's not punishment. Tracking is clarity. It tells you where the leak is. Maybe you do need more leads. That's possible, but maybe you just need simple, like better follow up. You need better conversions. Maybe you need to call your past database or work your pre-approved buyers. Maybe you need to tighten up your realtor relationship plan. Maybe you need an assistant. God knows I do. I need a good handful of them. Maybe you need accountability. I know I do. Maybe you need better daily structure, right? And understand accountability isn't a shame thing, right? I love the way Jimmy says accountability with a hug. Man, that just really spells it out. Or accountability with respect, right? So, yeah, maybe you just need better daily structure. But you don't know what you need until you actually look at the numbers. And I get it. A lot of loan officers, they don't love tracking, right? They think it feels like homework. I know I did. They think it feels like somebody checking up on them, but that's not how I look at it. I look at tracking like the dashboard of your car. Your dashboard's not judging you. It's just letting you know what's going on. Like you're almost out of gas. You want to know that. Your tire pressure is low. You want to know that. Your engine's overheating. You want to know that. That's not negative. It's helpful, right? Your business needs a dashboard too. And if you don't have one, you might be making decisions based on emotion instead of reality. And that's when people start saying, I need more leads without really even knowing if it's true or not. Now, to be fair, there are times when we absolutely do need more leads. I'm not anti-lead, of course not, right? We teach loan officers, like literally, I've taught hundreds of thousands of loan officers literally over my career on how to get more leads. I love leads, right? I love referrals. I love opportunities, but I want them going into a system that can handle it, right? You probably do need more leads when you're already consistently working your database, right? When you're following up with pre-approved buyers, when you're contacting qualified agents, when you're tracking your referrals, when you're converting what you already have, like when you have the capacity to handle more because you got the appropriate amount of help, right? Once the bucket is patched, then by all means pour more water in, right? But don't pour more water into a leaky bucket and then blame the water. That's what a lot of people do. They buy leads or they work on low quality online leads, um, and then they say the leads are bad, right? They meet agents, don't follow up, and say agents are loyal to someone else, right? They close a past client, never call them up again, and say their database doesn't produce, right? Or maybe they pre-approve buyers, don't lead them, and say the buyers weren't serious. Well, maybe sometimes that's true, but sometimes, if we're just being honest, the system wasn't strong enough. And that's actually good news because if the system is the issue, the system can be fixed, right? You can fix follow up, you can fix database activation, you can fix realtor rhythm, you can fix tracking, you can fix your daily structure, you can get better support, right? You can hang around people who help you do the things that you already know you should be doing, right? With accountability, right? And that might be the biggest point of this whole episode, these last two episodes. I find a lot of loan officers aren't failing because they're not talented. They're failing because they're trying to do too much alone, right? They're trying to originate, process, follow up, uh, market, manage, track, call, email, text, update, prospect, and keep everybody happy, all while trying to have some kind of a life at home. That's a lot. And when someone says, "Hey, I need more leads," sometimes what they really mean, I need help, I need structure, I need accountability, I need a better system, I need to stop doing everything by myself, right? I need an environment where right activities are normal, not unusual. And listen, that matters. your environment really, really, really matters. The people around you probably matter more than any other one thing, right? The systems around you matter, the expectations around you matter, the support around you matters, the leadership around you matters, because the right environment can help a great loan officer become even better. And the wrong environment can keep a, man, I've seen this. The wrong environment can keep a very talented loan officer stuck for years and years and years. So before you go buy more leads, before you, yeah, complain that you, or before you start going to get more leads, just simply ask yourself a few questions. Am I calling my past database? Am I asking for referrals? Am I following up with my pre-approved buyers? Am I working my realtor relationships? Am I tracking my conversions? Am I converting the opportunities I already have? Am I doing the right activities consistently, or am I just doing it occasionally when I feel like it or when I'm desperate? And the biggest question of this might be, am I trying to do this all by myself? Because sometimes the answer is not working harder. Sometimes the answer is getting in the right room with the right systems around the right people. And that doesn't mean that you don't need leads. It means you need to have the system first, right? Because again, like I said in the first episode, the first series of this episode, the first episode of this series is most loan officers don't need more leads yet. They need to stop losing the ones that they already have. So my encouragement for you today is before you go try to like do any cold calling or talking to strangers or meeting new people at open houses, work what's already in front of you. Call your past clients, follow up with your pre-approved buyers, reconnect with agents that you've met, track where your business is actually coming from, right? Patch the holes in your bucket. Then when you do add more leads, more referrals, and more opportunities, they actually have a much better chance of turning into closings. And yeah. Hey, and if these last two episodes hit a little close to home, don't ignore this. It's likely you're not broken, and maybe your business isn't broken. Maybe you just need better structure, better support, better accountability, and maybe better people around you. So anyway, all right. Hey, by the way, if you ever want to compare notes about what you're doing and maybe are there better solutions, I think it's a real good thing to do that. So just reach out to me. No pressure, like no high pitch. We'll just talk about what you're trying to build and where the leaks may be and what it might look like, to fix those leaks, right? And to start measuring and have some accountability. So, yeah. All right. So I'm Carl White. This is Loan Officer Freedom. Go close more loans, help more families. And remember, yeah, you might not need more leads. You may just need a better job with the goal that you already have. So, hey, if this hit home and again, you want to compare notes, just reach out to me, getmoreloans.com, getmoreloans.com. It'll ask you a couple questions so I can better prepare for the call, or myself, or Kristen, or Justine. Um, yeah, tell us a bit about yourself, and then it'll take a calendar, pick the time and date that works best for you, and we would love to talk to you about this. So, yeah. It's a lot easier than what you think. And by the way, I find also it's not usually a thing where we have to change everything. Usually it's just a couple small tweaks. A couple small tweaks makes all the difference in the world. Yeah. All right. Hey, thanks again. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for the great reviews. If you haven't left a review yet, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? So thanks so much for the reviews. All kidding aside, it really helps get the word out. And yeah, that's all I asked for. So, all right, that's it. We'll talk to you when you call in, getmoreloans.com, and I'll see you on the next episode. And I'm looking forward to reading your review.